Good morning everyone. Assalamu alaikum. This is Masuma Akter. I have been working as an English teacher in Faridpur Govt Girls High School, Faridpur. I welcome all of you to my today's English first paper class for the student of class 8. So, without wasting any time, let's start our today's class.
My dear students, before unveiling the topic of this class, I would like to show you two pictures. Please, dear student, say which one is easier to move and why? Yes, the suitcase of picture 2 is easier to move because of its wheels. Now, dear students, let's enjoy a video. Now, dear student, after watching this video, what can you see in this video? I think you enjoy this video well. In the primitive age, before inventing the wheel, people had to face a lot of problem to carry heavy things. But with the passage of time, people transformed heavy things into round shape in order to alleviate their sufferings. So, in this way, they can able to invent the wheels. So, we can say our today's topic is the wheel, Unit 9, Lesson 1. The learning outcome. After this lesson, the students will be able to read and understand text through silent reading. Choose the best answers from the alternatives. Fill in the blanks with appropriate words. Make sentence using substitution table. Ask and answer questions and write a short paragraph. I hope after the class this learning outcome will be fulfilled. So before starting the text, we have to know some vocabularies. Without knowing vocabularies, the text will remain incomplete. So we have to know vocabularies very well. Our first vocabulary is circular. It means round, spherical, rounded, global. In Bangla meaning golakar. Here we find a shape of a circular. For example, it is a circular maze. Next vocabulary is rotate. Means revolve or interchange. For example, here we find the wheel continue to rotate. In Bangla meaning abortito. Next vocabulary is axis. Means orbit, latitude or cycle. In Bangla meaning অক্ষ. For example, here we find in a picture the earth revolves on its axis once every 24 hours. Next vocabulary is propeller. Propeller. Propeller means chalok. Something rotate. Here we find an example. One engine on the top of the aircraft is attached to large propellers. Next vocabulary is turbine. Means a kind of wheel. A turbine in Bangla meaning is ঘূর্ণন যন্ত্র. For example, the machine uses power to drive a turbine. Next example is mobility. Means motion or speed. In Bangla meaning goti. For example, this exercise helps retain mobility in the damaged joints. Here we find an old man drives a motorcycle. Next vocabulary is journey. In Bangla meaning ভ্রমণ. Means trip or voyage. For example, she went on a long journey. Next example is vocabulary is vehicle, meaning a machine used for transportation. For example, transport vehicles will be unloaded there. The Bangla meaning is যানবাহন. Here we find some pictures of vehicles. Next example is invention. Means something that has never been made before. In Bangla, invention means আবিষ্কার. For example, the invention of painting is in 15th century. Here we find the invention of the wheels. Next vocabulary is civilization. Means a gradual development of era. In Bangla, civilization means সভ্যতা. For example, they equated the railroad with progress and civilization. In these two pictures, we find the first picture is for the primitive age and the second picture is for the modern age. Here we find the picture of civilization. Equipment in Bangla, যন্ত্রপাতি means the things that are needed for a particular purpose or activity. For example, the equipment of the photographic studio was expensive. Here we find some pictures of equipment. Next example is gigantic in Bangla, Bihodakar means extremely large, enormous or huge. For example, it's a gigantic plane. Here we find a gigantic plane. Now, dear student, let's read the text. Human beings have invented many important things so far. They have brought great civilization to the world through these inventions. Next, do you know whose invention is the greatest? Yes, it is the wheel. A wheel is a circular object. It can rotate around its axis and help easy movement of things across a surface. The wheels are in fact everywhere. They are on our cars, trains, planes, wagons, and so on. Besides, they are on most factory and farm equipment. Next, so the wheel is very important. We cannot imagine modern life without wheels. But do we know exactly who made the first wheel? Now, dear student, please answer the following questions. What is a wheel? What can a wheel do? And where can we find the wheels? Please, dear student, write the answers of these three questions on your khata. Now, I will give you the answers of these three questions. A wheel is a circular object. The second answer is a wheel can rotate around its axis and help easy movement of things across the surface. And the last answer is we can find wheel everywhere. They are on our cars, trains, planes, wagons, and so on. Now, dear students, let's solve the blanks with the appropriate words from the box. Please write the answers of these blanks on your khata. Now, dear students, I will give the answer of these blanks. Although the wheels is a very important invention, the history of its origin is unknown. Experts guess that the first wheel was developed from a circular object. The early men observed that a huge piece of stone could be rolled easily if it was circular in shape. Similarly, a heavy tree trunk is difficult to carry, but it can be rolled away with less effort. Even a gigantic tree trunk can be moved easily using other small and round trunks as rollers under it. So, early men took advantage of rolling objects and developed the first wheel. Apart from its mechanical advantage, a wheel's mobility has contributed much to the civilization. Please, dear student, match these answers with mine. Next, my dear student, Choose the best answers from the alternatives. Now, I will give you the answers of these multiple choice of questions. A wheel is a circular in size. Modern life cannot be imagined without wheel. Please write it on your khata. Next, important inventions have brought great civilization. Next, a wheel can easily rotate its edges. Next, the word civilization means attainment. And what type of parts of speech is circular? It's an adjective. Next example, next example is the word invention refers to discover. The word equipment means tool. The wheel was developed by civilization. Wheels is the greatest invention of human beings. Now, dear students, make 4 sentences by using the substitution table. Please write it on your khata. Now, dear student, I will give you the answers. The first sentence is, the wheel is one of the simplest machines. Second sentence is, a plain wheel rotates around its edges. Third sentence is, it has helped in rapid progress of civilization. And the last sentence is, a propeller is a type of wheel. Now, dear student, we have reached the very end of our class. Let us go to section E. Have you ever traveled by bus or car? Do you have any experience of what happens if one wheel falls flat? If yes, give a description of your experience. If not, imagine such a situation and write a paragraph about it. Now, dear student, please write a paragraph about an accident at home. It's your homework. I hope you will do your homework at home. So, dear students,
This is all about my today's class. See you in the next class. So, till then, stay home, stay safe. Allah Hafiz. Assalamu alaikum.